Varianta în engleză a piramidei ocultei mondiale.
Now, basically at the top here, we have the one who rules them all, which is Baal. Sorry for shaking. And Baal and his teachings and his way of basically taking over the world through this cult and their teachings, and I will get into that. That's what I meant in my other video where the elites think that they can actually sin their way through heaven. Now, are they actually elites or illuminated ones? No. Those were the Atlanteans or the sea people that actually fought the Egyptians in ancient Egypt. And then all of their stuff was stolen, perverted by these three groups, which then kind of progress downwards with certain secret societies and groups that they are basically the heads of, and they also recruit regular people to do their dirty work for them. Now, I'm just going to kind of give you a basic overview of all of this, and then in subsequent videos, I'll go into detail of each group. Now, the one thing you have to understand that each one of these levels actually has a little sub-level where you have one person in charge of two separate groups. These groups do not know what they're being told, or even if they're working together or against each other. They only know that they have to basically report to the top person. And then it basically kind of cascades down to the bottom, all the way to the bottom to common everyday people. So basically at the top here, we have the Black Nobility Jesuits order, which are the Canaanites who went from Israel, who were kicked out of Israel actually. And this is from my last video. So if you want to know who these guys are, basically go back to my last video. It explains it really well. Now, their logo is IHS. What does IHS stand for? Well, it's Isis, Horus, and Set, and these are Egyptian gods that they worship. And they basically infiltrated the Roman Catholic Church. So if you kind of have heard of all of the weird and bad things going on with the Roman Catholic Church, it's because of these guys, and it's because they worship Baal. Now, within their organization, they have the white pope, the gray pope, and the black pope being the top guy, and the white and the gray pope kind of being his minions. They're also the original Men in Black, and Adam Weishaupt, who's a Jesuit, was actually the founder of the Illuminati. The Illuminati, once again, is in quotations because these families basically just told themselves that they're the Illuminatis. Now, these 13 families actually came from Europe, originally coming in from the Ukraine. They were kicked out. They went to Europe, changed their last names, and then when they came to the United States, they sort of changed their last names again. You can find more things on these families by Googling 13 Bloodline Illuminati CIA, and it will take you to the CIA website where there is a great 300 page book document on all of these families in detail. Now, the European 13 family groups are these groups, and all of them have actually had a pope. I'm going to do a close-up so you guys can kind of see, and I'm really sorry about my writing. If you guys can't read anything, let me know. I'll tell you in the comment section. Now, as we work our way down each one of these groups, you will realize that all of the heads of these families and recruited rich families that they have recruited are the heads of UN, NATO, WHO, Council of Foreign Relations, Bilderbergs, and other government councils. The way the British royal family is involved in all of this is basically they own the intelligence agencies of the entire world. And I actually have proof of that, and I will also show you in another video. So the way the power structure works is the one who rules them all is Baal. And that's why I was saying Balenciaga, and also, what's his pickle? Aleister Crowley and Thelema. Actually, there is a connection between all of this. And the way their power structure works through also the same control that they use on us, just a lot less. So if you actually look at the top three, they're the only ones who are not mind controlled. So if we basically look at all of these levels, and each level has a bunch of sub levels, because they're being recruited by the heads of this family, which is the 13 families of Europe, and the 13 families of Europe and China, the only Chinese family being the Li family dynasty. And basically, they recruit using this cult and their teachings, and the cult basically is encouraging and practicing sexual promiscuity, adultery, incest, and religious orgies. And also they use a lot of propaganda and blackmail to kind of keep everybody in control, including the Freemasons and secret societies. Now, these Freemasons are not the same as the Freemasons that kind of exist with common everyday people that you see on TikTok. I call them street level Freemasons, and that's basically just a front group to take away the heat from the Freemasons who actually control the government, the intelligence agencies, and these large conglomerate of government groups such as UN and NATO. Secret societies are basically in universities and very high profile universities, rich universities, with rich kids going there. The way they make their money is through world trade, opium trade, gun trade, any other illegal trade, and also human and child trafficking. I will get into that when we kind of get into the video for the 166 redemption through sin. Now, I want to know what you guys know. If you guys have any questions about this video, or if you want me to go into detail in anything else in subsequent videos, let me know. If you want to download this video, unfortunately TikTok won't let me, but what you guys can do is record this video by screen recording. Okay, awesome. I hope you guys have a great day.